All right, I got me camera on. We gotta show these people. Look at this beautiful Tech 7s from Mr. GoatCabeza. He's rolling on the KLR again. We're gonna weird this kid out a little bit.
Yeah, let's bracket him.
Should we just ride up alongside him? Hi, buddy. Sync it with him in between us.
Right.
I'd rather sync it up by him than those mountain bikers over there, though.
True. The meth heads.
You can tell they're all meth heads. Look at their bodies. They're all slender and like wiry and tough. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to this guy. Hey, how's it going? Don't worry about it. Have fun though.
All right, take care, man.
Yep. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Stay sober.
Stay sober, son. Oh, see, if we were to go up right there, a crew, look at them, wiry, pasty white.
Pasty white. The telltale signs of a meth head.
Extremely agile and surprisingly quick. They would follow us up that single track trail and no doubt brutally murder us with stones and pebbles.
Oh, yeah.
They would take their time.
They are ruthless.
They would take their time. How should we sync it today, Brent?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of, you know, it's tough to beat the chicken, but
what else we got?
I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Something from the 80s.
I
got one. You just gotta clap to the beat, okay? It's
okay.
Hit the B square. Hit the B square.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even know if that's a real song. Maybe that's just a hallucination.
Now.
Yeah, that's a real song now. Hey, if it's not a real song, good thing, because no copyright infringement issues. I'm taking Brent, who is officially a man crush. we have a solid bromance going on. I'm taking Brent to the Valley of Gratitude. Have you ever been up there?
You know, I think they call it something else, but yeah.
Well, it's called the Grotto of Longitude to me.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
The Grotto of Longitude.
Is this a cave up here? Cove Lost Trailhead. I don't want to do that.
This is more mountain biking madness. This is a favorite spot for the meth head mountain bikers.
Well, how do we get out of here?
See, the trail comes in here, and people with lesser intelligence just come straight in, and then they don't know how to get out. And then this is where this is a prime meth head ambush area. We got to watch ourselves. So just come follow me. I've avoided their raids many times. Many times. Oh, but you want to hit the brakes up here before you run into the barbed wire fence.
See, it's more a trap from the meth heads.
Yeah. See, they're the ones setting all this stuff up.
They're conniving.
So, anyway, yes, the vlog topic today that I carefully selected, the men in blue. What do you have to say about cops? What do you think about cops?
Well, I tell you what, I've got a lot of friends who are cops, and I'll tell you what, my mom was a police dispatcher when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And a lot of really cool friends that are cops. And as a little kid, you know, they'd take me fishing and just hang out, and just great guys, you know. So I always grew up with a lot of respect for cops, and I really appreciate the job that they do.
Yes.
Now, that being said, I know a lot of people have a negative outlook on police officers, and I can somewhat understand, you know, if they get pulled over and, you know, maybe the guy gives them a hard time, or they feel, or they have the impression that the cop's being kind of a tool. You know, and to be honest, I've actually met some cops that are tools.
Right.
I always give them the benefit of the doubt, you know, because if they pull you over, for example, they don't know anything about you. I mean, think of their job. They've got to pull people over, not knowing the background, not knowing what's going on, you know, whether they're going to try to attack them or, you know.
Right,
So they always have to be kind of defensive.
Yeah, you got a good point there, because we had an officer in Utah, Corey Ride. I think he's a sergeant. Sergeant Corey Ride.
Yeah.
And he just got shot and killed while checking up on what he thought to be a stranded motorist, but was actually a wanted felon and his extremely ugly girlfriend.
Yeah, the guy's just trying to help him out.
Yep.
And anyway, loses his life. It's a sad deal.
Yeah, you're right. I think a lot of people kind of have this poopy attitude about cops because usually your only run-ins with cops are when you do something wrong, right?
Right.
Or when you've had something like stolen of yours and you have to try to, you know, give them as much information as you can. It's never like an awesome situation when you get to see a cop. It's usually you've done something wrong or somebody's done something wrong to you.
Yeah.
And psychologically, I think that makes people upset with them. But if you think about it, okay, think about this. All right, we all work with morons. Nice little air there, Brent. Woo. We all work with morons. We all have to deal with morons at our job. Jerks.
Yeah.
As a teacher, I mean, even today, I deal with a parent who takes zero responsibility for her son's complete disregard for the rules. I know we're trying to help them out the best we can, but at the same time, those are the worst. The people who have no respect and they're just butts, right?
Right.
And everybody has those at their jobs, but you think about cops, oh, that's all they deal with.
Yeah.
It just seems like the last job in the universe that anybody but a good person would want to have.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're dealing with that their whole day, you know, a lot of negativity and stuff, and so just the fact that they are willing to do that, I mean, that is amazing.
Right.
Now, are there cops that are jackasses? Can we say jackass and be family friendly?
Oh yeah, we're still family friendly with jackass. Yes, there are totally cops that are jackasses, just like there are teachers.
Any group, you know, you got your 3% rule.
Yeah.
Maybe 10% at TSA, but you know, any other career field, you got you know, there's probably some guys who are cops not so much to serve the community and stuff, but maybe to you know, exert authority over somebody.
Right, raid the evidence locker.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know if that's a prerequisite, but yeah.
How many ounces of cocaine did they seize? 2 tons. Actually, 20 ounces.
Right.
And that truck is not full of anything. You know, my thought is we give soldiers a lot of credit, which they absolutely deserve. Leaving the country, going out to fight for their countries, and their families and friends and all of us. And then you got cops who do it domestically. And you know, as a soldier, it's kind of like you're out there. And the crappy thing about being a soldier is you don't know who's gonna, you know, shoot you in the back.
Yeah.
Well, you could say the exact same thing for cops. And I wonder what the death toll is for cops. They always do the death toll, you know, every month that a war is going on.
Yeah.
And except for when there's politicians that they like in office, then there's no death toll.
Yeah, imagine.
They don't report that, but you know, I wonder what the death toll would be stacked up side by side. You know, I don't know the figures. Maybe there's more cops than soldiers, or maybe more soldiers than cops. I'm not sure. I doubt there's more infantry than cops.
Sure it depends on the situation and what's going on with the military at the time, but
yeah, it looks
but
like
you're right. It's definitely a dangerous job, and like you said, you never know. You know, you always have to treat everybody, you know, with caution, because you don't know them. You don't know the situation.
Right. Okay, can we pause for a minute? See this hill on the right, Brent?
Yeah.
Does that look like an absolute beast to you?
It does look like an absolute beast.
See, and you've seen the video, right? Where that looks like, it's like, that's a beast, right?
Oh yeah, it looks like that's pretty good angle.
Yeah, you could back me up. That's a beastie hill. Look at come up here. Look at the bottom of it. Yeah, look at that. up a nice little ridge. That's nasty.
It is nasty.
That's a nasty hill. So there we have it. It's confirmed.
It is confirmed.
GoatCabeza says it's nasty. Oh, he's going for it! He's going for it! Oh my gosh, I gotta follow him up on a KLR, you guys. He's proving to the KLR crowd that it can be done. Oh my gosh, he just totally aced it. That was awesome on Meatful Explorers. Oh my gosh. That was freaking amazing, Brent. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
How you liking these whoops?
I didn't see the bottom of that one.
Okay, single track. That means get an arrow in the back by the guy who's hiding in that wash with the meth stashed somewhere in there.
That's right, that's a booby trap right there. All right, so yeah, getting back to on topic.
Oh yeah.
See, here's the deal. You know, you got, speaking of military versus police and all that stuff, you know, you got people who are anti-military.
Right.
And so, you know, there's people who are anti-military. At the same point, or at the same time, you have people who are anti-cops.
Hold on, I can't hear you over my brap.
Oh no! I installed it at the wrong time.
Oh crap, are you down?
Not yet. I'm gonna try another run at it though.
Look at him muscling that big bike down the hill. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you don't have a man crush yet, may I suggest Mr. GoatCabeza. Oh.
Whoa.
All right, I'm gonna follow you up this thing.
All right.
Oh, see the people. Oh, see, I can't see it. the folks at home won't be able to see you go up that one. Really, we'll see a cloud of dust.
A cloud of dust.
Anyway, with the cop thing, realistically, those guys bust their butts. They do a job that it really does take a special kind of a person to do. And maybe they are type A personalities. Maybe they have to be a little bit stern. But gosh, if you were in their situation, wouldn't you be?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you know, I think the only reason why people really dislike cops is if they're doing something wrong, if they're on the wrong end of the law.
Yeah.
They have a beef with the enforcers. But, you know, more than the enforcers, I think that they should have a beef with the people who made the laws. You know, the politicians, but that's just me. That's just me. Brent, what do you say we tell our cool people who are watching this video, the next time you see a police officer, why don't you go and give him a handshake, even if he's pulling you over or putting his handcuffs on you? Why don't you just say, hey, I'm not trying to be a kiss up or anything like that. I appreciate what you do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So the next time you encounter a cop, why don't you do that?
Yeah,
you know,
thank a cop, appreciate his service.
Brent and I will have that opportunity in a little while. We'll probably be meeting up with some of Salt Lake City's finest are coming down to St. George. So that should be really cool. So anyway, that's it for GoatCabeza and eveRide.
All right.
Yay!
Woo.
End of vlog.
Cut.
Cut and cut.
We gotta cut the show. Sorry, bro. Fight outside. What? We can't do it no more. We can't do the show anymore.